Hello everyone, my name is Akash Parikh and in today's video we are going to solve a question which is appeared in GATE 2020 and the question is from hashing. So many of you might know about hashing and many of you don't. So first of all what we'll do is that the question is about double hashing. So first what we'll do is clear the basic idea of hashing and then we'll come back to this question. So if you know about hashing then you can skip some of the part if you want. So first part we'll see is what do we mean by hashing. So hashing, the basic idea behind hashing is to take a key. So I have a key, suppose K, and convert it to a hash key. So I'll convert it to another key, suppose HK, where this HK will represent either the position where I have to store this key or it will either return that position from where I can find this key. And the process for converting k to hk, we have to use a function. That function we called as hash function. So this function will called as hash function. So I have a key k and I want it to convert to a another key hk, where hk either represents the position where I want to store the key or either it represents that position where I can retrieve the key. And to convert k to hk I need to use a function for converting, and that function I'm calling as hash function. So let us just see how what we're doing. Suppose I have a table and suppose I have five elements I can keep in this table, suppose 0 to 4, and suppose I have a function h which takes a key and maps it to that key mod table size. This table size is 5, suppose key mod 5. So suppose I am giving 12, then 12 mod 5 is 2. That means I will keep 12 in 2 number index. And suppose again I am doing h of 3, then 3 mod 5. 3 mod 5 is 3. So 3 will be stored in 3. So this way it will continue. And suppose that I am doing h of 2, that will 2 mod 5. So 2 mod 5 is 2. But in position 2 we already have an element. So if this kind of situation occurs in hashing, we denote it by collision. We denote it as by collision. So in question also we might find somewhere collision. So collision means that already there are some elements, there is some element where I want to place my current element. So now I have to put this 2 into this hash table, because in this hash table still I have many space left. So there are techniques by which collisions can be removed, and that technique we called as proving. So proving is that word. So proving is a collision resolving strategy or collision resolving technique, you can say. And now there are many kinds of collision resolving techniques. One is chaining. So in chaining what we do is that suppose I have a collision as this position, so I will make a linked list. So whatever the first element will come, I will put it as a first order linked list. If another element is coming to this position only, then I will put it as second in my linked list and so on. So there are no kind of collision because I'm putting the number as linked list. So in if we see this example that we were seeing earlier, then I will put suppose 12 here and next time I will put 2. So there will be a chain. So this is chaining. Another technique which is commonly used is linear proving. Linear proving. In this what we do is that suppose that I have some element here, I have some element here, and I have some element here, and the element which I want to place, the new element which I want to place it in this position. But as it is already occupied, what we will do is that we will go linearly in this, in downward direction. We'll go linearly in downward direction until we find a place which is empty, and I will like is this cell is empty, so I will put my element in this cell. So suppose if no cell were empty, then what it will do, it will traverse this way and again it will go back and traverse this way, then it will put it here. So this is linear probability, that we will go linearly downwards, and if we don't find, then go we'll make a circle, and we'll start from the beginning. And if there are some position where I can keep this element, I will keep it, and otherwise I will tell that the hash table is full and we cannot insert, or we cannot insert this element. And apart from these two techniques, there is one more technique which our question requires, and that technique we called as double hashing. So there is something called as double hashing. So what does double hashing does is, just wait for a second, I just rub this part. So what happens in double hashing is that we have two functions, like we have two functions h1 and h2, and what does this two function does is that h1 behaves like a normal function, normal hash function. So if a key comes, I will do h1 of k, and whatever answer I will get, whatever hk I will get, I will put in that hk, in that position of hk, this k value, we know that. And now what this other function does is that if in this position hk, if I already had some element, suppose if I already had some element l, then I cannot put this k in this position because there is a collision. And to resolve this collision, this new function can be used. So if there is a collision, then we can use this new function, and there is a double hashing formula then we can use is that you do h1k, that means you calculate first with only the first function, and if there is a collision, then you take this part. Let me just explain what the other part represent. So this is my formula, where the second part is telling me that if there is a collision, I will come to the second part and I will calculate this h2k. I will calculate this h2k and I will multiply it with I. So initially, if there is no collision, every time my I is 0, and if there is a collision, my I is 1, right? So suppose in this place I have a collision, so my I is 1. So I've calculated using this formula. Suppose I've calculated some new position using this formula, and suppose that new position is this. And unfortunately, suppose that in this new position also there is some element, suppose some element l prime, then again I have to calculate, then I will make this I as 2. Initially I was 1, that means I am calculating when there is first collision. When I is 2, that means I have, for that element I have got two collision, and I am again calculating a third position so that I can keep the element k. And suppose now when I am putting I equals to 2, I got a position which is free, so I will put k here. So this is how double hashing works. So the main formula of double hashing is h1 of k plus I h2 of k, and this I h2 of k will be used only when there is a collision or when we require to do a proving. And now we will go to our question, and we can see the question is very easy. So in GATE, this was in 2020, and this was a 2 marks question, and the question says that consider a double hashing scheme in which the primary hash function, that means the first hash function. So what does the first hash function does is, it is k mod 23, k mod 23, and the second hash function, that h2 of k, is 1 plus k mod 19. So this is 1 plus k mod 19, and this k mod 23. Assume that the table size is 23. So total there are 23 elements. So total we have 23 elements. 23 elements. And the hash, sorry, we have to do mod table size also. Mod table size. So this is the full formula. Mod table size. Then we'll get the answer. So the table size is 23. Then the address returned by probe 1. When they are saying probe 1, that means after the first probe is finished, after the first collision is finished, that means we have to put I equals to 1. For probe 1, we will put I equals to 1 in the question. In the probe sequence, so this is the probe sequence, that putting probe equals to 1, probe equals to 2. For key value k equals to 90. So what they are asking is that when k is 90, and there has been a collision, and I am calculating for the first time, so what will be the address, or what will be the hash function hash value that will be returned to me, and we have four options. Actually there was no option in the question because it was 2 marks question, but we have put some options. So let us just calculate. So if we put 90 in place of k, so we'll get 90 mod 23, which will give us 21. And h2, if we put k 90 mod 19 plus 1, then it should give us 15. So this part will give us 14 and this part will give us 1. And now putting all this in this formula, we know that h1 of k is 21 plus I will be 1 because we are doing it for the first probe, into h2 of k is 15, and we have to mod this with table size, and we know table size 23, so we'll do it by 23. This will give 36 mod 23, which is 13. So when the so what is telling is that first we are calculating the hash function, we got a collision, and after resolving that collision using this, we went to another location, that location was 13. So our answer will be 13. Thank you very much.